Hello YouTube. So I thought I'd get a video of what's been happening over the last few days. Before we start, here's one of my patio sizzle chilies. Sorry, tried to overwinter him. I don't know. He seems to be drying out on the top there, but deep down the bottom there is fresh growth, as you can see. The second one. He's shot out a bit of greenery at the bottom, drying out of the top. So you know, it's twiggy and it's you know what I mean, it's bendy. So I'll give him a couple more weeks. I'm not too sure what to do with him. I'll keep him going just to try and get him through the winter. It's my first year trying, but there is definitely a lot of fresh green growth there as well. So hopefully it'll stem from there, and then I'll just cut by here, and there's a big woody knobbly bit. But we'll see what happens. Here we also have a pineapple. So what I did is I bought a supermarket pineapple, watched a few videos on YouTube, twisted the top out, rooted it for a few weeks in a bit of water, and he got snapped there. One of the kids snapped him, but all this up here is all fresh, hard growth. The bits that have dried out, that were the original leaves. And these ones here that have points on are new growth. I don't know if you can see in there. There's about six. There is about six fresh leaves growing in there, so hopefully we can keep him going and maybe get a fruit out of him in a couple of years. I'm not too bothered. Like I said, I'm all for experimenting. So these are all the dead leaves. Even they're quite strong now. A lot of the fresh leaves, when I bought it, were snapped off to root it, and then a lot of them actually dried out. I cut them off, and I just basically did what other people had told me on YouTube. So that's that as well. So I thought I'd update my grow lights while I'm here as well. I've just tidied it up. There's a couple of tomatoes that were left upstairs on a windowsill. I forgot to water them, so they've dried out a little bit. What we've got new is these 5 basil was just the 2 pots. I looked on YouTube what to do, and it says divide it up into pots once big enough. So I've done that. They absolutely love it. They're putting on a lot of growth. So when they get a bit bigger, I'll actually split them again. I didn't want to put them into too smaller clumps and put them in too much shock, but they've seemed to have accepted it and started putting some more growth on. This one here is parsley, coriander, and coriander. There are quite a few more seeds in there, just hopefully a few more will germinate. Here's the little mini bell tomato that you saw in the last video. A lot of flowers. So hopefully we get a little early crop of cherry tomatoes. My middle child, my middle child's my daughter. She actually loves tomatoes fresh off the plant. So they won't stay there long. She's not even too bothered if they're slightly orange. She doesn't have to wait until they go red, so they'll be devoured. That's about it for under here right now. Just thought I'd give you a little update while I'm doing a video. So I'll move on to the next bit. Okay, in my kitchen, just been doing a little potting on. Well, not even potting on, just sowing really. These here are all courgettes. There's 7 different varieties around the side there. I don't know if it's too early. It probably is, but I'm going to keep them inside until they germinate, and then chuck them up the allotment. There's two aubergines, 2 chives, 2 rosemaries, and I got some. These 2 here are there's 6 seeds in each, and they're from the 2 apples that my children's ate. I'm just growing them for them really. So you know, I'm not expecting 12 apple trees. I'm not expecting 1 apple tree, because I know, you know, supermarket apples never come true to type anyway. So it's just for the kids really. I might even just plant it up the allotment if I get one, and that'll just be used for like pies. They'll probably be crab apples. I'm not too bothered. I'll find a use for them if any do germinate anyway. I've sown some money makers. I've got a free packet of money makers with a magazine my mother-in-law sent me. So I've planted 8 money makers in there. I didn't sow them originally this year, and I wasn't going to, but because I've got the fresh seeds, had them 2 years ago. They grew well outside, so that's the only reason I've planted them this year. Okay, so on to the next bit. Okay, as you know in previous videos, these are the pots that my wife bought me on her way home from work one night. Absolutely love them. This lot here are broad beans. There you go, Thompson and Morgan's. There's a row here of purple kale. Again, Thompson and Morgan's. And there's a row of pak choi. I've never actually tried kale, so if anybody wants to let me know what it tastes like. I'm guessing it's kind of cabbagey, and that'd be great. This is the compost I've been using. It is definitely fine grade. It is absolutely amazing. You pay a little bit more. I got these on offer from Wilko's, 2 for £4, so I'm not exactly paying loads of money for them. I got 4 for £8, which is really good. Then on to this. I've just sowed the whole tray. There's probably about 200 seeds in there of mixed lettuce. I'm not going to grow them on. I'm going to use them as like kind of microgreens, cut and come again salad. Just because we're a family of 5, the kids love anything fresh, so I'm not expecting to pot them up the allotment or anything. On to the next bit now. Just out in the garden, I've got this little throw together blow away greenhouse thingy. Got some peas in there. It's beetroot and sweet peas. Got some leeks sown in this one. Some more lettuce that will be planted out, and some Swiss chard. Nothing germinating. I've only just sown these. And then down here I've got some strawberry plants. They're the ones that were out of date by 3 years. Quite a good germination rate. And the blazer flower flowers. I put them outside. They're not really enjoying the cold out here, but I haven't got any room inside. And there's my gooseberry bushes just waiting to go up the allotment. I've just put a seed potato in there, the Morrison bucket. Let's see if I actually get anything in. I'm not too sure. I've just got one last thing to show you, and then that's my video complete. These all year round cauliflowers, just pull that weed out there, were sown back in August. They've taken all the snow, all the ice, and even this one germinated after being left in the cold a couple of weeks ago. So they are all year round. Don't know if anything will come to them, but I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. And there you go, there's some daffodils and some tulips, and I'm very impressed with this. It's a triple-headed daffodil, just one stem, 3 heads. I hope you enjoyed the video. Follow my progress, subscribe. Cheers, bye.